When our water heater broke down last month, it was a nightmare. It took 5 hours for the plumber to show up, and he charged us a couple of $100 just to come out. And then it cost another $1,800 to put in the new water heater. By the time it was all said and done, I felt like I'd been taken. But what else could I do?
The smartest thing you can do is get a home warranty from American Residential Warranty. Their home warranties pay to repair or replace all your major appliances when they break, and they will break, and at the worst possible time. Call American Residential Warranty right now for free information on home warranties starting at just pennies a day. Don't wait for your refrigerator to stop running or your ceiling fans to stop turning. Call American Residential Warranty right now. Ask how you can save up to 50% on washer and dryer coverage. Just call 1-800-616-8010. That's 1-800-616-8010. Again, 1-800-616-8010. Call now.
Did you ever look at the stains in your coffee cup and then realize that's exactly what happens to your teeth? Power Swabs is the 5-minute solution to get your teeth white without visiting the dentist. This is Ben Gordon with Power Swabs, and if your teeth are stained from coffee, tea, or smoking, all it takes is 5 minutes with Power Swabs. In 5 minutes, you'll see an average of 2 shades whiter teeth, and in 7 days, 6 shades. It's clinically proven to whiten natural teeth as well as caps and veneers. The secret is a tooth detergent that was developed by Dr. Martin Ginniger that lifts stains off of your teeth. Best of all, there's no messy strips or trays that you have to leave in your mouth for an hour. Just swab your teeth for 5 minutes and you're done. To try Power Swabs risk-free, call 1-800-291-5140. That's 1-800-291-5140. I guarantee your bright white smile will have your friends talking about how great you look. Try it risk-free today. 1-800-291-5140. That's 1-800-291-5140.
Tired of paying outrageous prices for Viagra? Well, we have great news for you. Now you can finally get Viagra at huge discounts. Healthy Man allows you to save up to $500 on Viagra. Why pay U.S. pharmacy prices of $15 per pill or more when you can get Viagra for less than $3 a pill? Call today and get 40 Viagra pills for only $99. This can cost as much as $600 at your local pharmacy. You can't afford not to call us. If you want Viagra at the lowest prices, never pay $15 a pill pharmacy prices again. Get Viagra for less than $3 a pill. Call 800-595-2614 today and save up to $500 and get 40 pills for just $99. Healthy Man is fast, easy, and affordable. Operators are waiting at 595-2614 to take your call now. Call 800-595-2614. That's 800-595-2614. Again, 800-595-2614.
I considered suicide so I wouldn't put my family through all the pain.
Many of our warriors are returning home from the battlefield, only to face a new war as they struggle with devastating injuries. At Wounded Warrior Project, we understand. We're there to help.
Even though you think you're broken, you're not. It's the physical and the emotional healing that Wounded Warrior Project provides.
With a gift of just $19 a month, you can join Wounded Warrior Project. You'll help provide critically needed programs and services that rebuild lives.
Beautiful. There you go, buddy.
The ongoing needs of our wounded and their families will continue for many years to come. Now is the time to show your support. Call now or go online with your gift of just $19 a month and we'll send you this Wounded Warrior Project blanket.
It made me feel that there's people out there that care about us.
After this event, we can finally maybe start to heal as a family and move forward.
We need your help. The families are hurting.
For many of our wounded heroes, the greatest casualty is being forgotten. That's why your gift of just $19 a month is so important. Please call or go online right now.
Rod Eccles.
Getting back to hilarious. You can still call in in, 603-835-3224. Getting back to hilarious. I've... well, no, I'm not even going to bother with that part. Well, now that I've said it, I kind of have to say it now, don't I? I have come... People ask me, well, why don't people call in? And I say, well, when people have something to say, that they will call in. But I happen to think that the reason why a lot of people resist calling the number, one is because, especially if they're liberal, they're afraid of me. They're intimidated by me because I'm just going to use historical fact, logic, and common sense on them, and it'll destroy whatever argument they have. The other thing is that they like listening to me. You don't want to interrupt my flow. I get it. But I'm just giving you permission to interrupt my flow by calling. Anytime during the live broadcast, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., Monday through Friday. So pick up the phone and dial if you should like. I'm serious. Just give me a call if you like. I do like to interact. I've done it before. I've interacted with people before. As far away as Britain and Israel and Australia. I've even had conversations with people who have had very thick accents. I could barely understand them. And I have had plenty of conversations with bona fide liberals. In fact, I've given bona fide liberals entire segment time, the entire 30-minute segment. So I don't think I'm going to cut you short, because I won't. I'm not that kind of talk show host. I'm not that mean. Well, I guess maybe I am, because it probably is kind of mean to keep you on when I've already destroyed your argument. But, well, I don't think it's mean. I just think it's getting I'm trying to convert you so you can become, an ecclesiastian. Basically. The State Department is saying that former Hillary Clinton, Secretary of State Hillary Clinton aides Cheryl Mills and Huma Abedin have their BlackBerries have likely been destroyed or sold off as surplus. This is cover up. Look, John Kerry is the current Secretary of State, obviously. Well, there are probably some people out there who do not know that. But if you don't know, now you know. John Kerry is the current Secretary of State. Now, John Kerry could do a lot to expedite this process of finding out what the hell happened under the Clinton regime of the State Department. But he's not giving a hand either, really. At least not yet. And I'm thinking it's because Obama's saying, no, hold on, John. We're going to release this stuff when we're ready. Not when everybody wants it. When it's best for us, that's when we'll release it. But not until then. So we're not getting we're not getting a lot of help from Kerry's people or Kerry himself. In fact, he's helping them destroy evidence. There's no other way to put it. It's destruction of evidence, plain and simple. I don't know how else you classify it, but the Secretary of State's Information Technology Office believes that Miss Mills and Miss Abedin were each issued, believes? You mean they don't know well, of course they were issued a BlackBerry. They know exactly what they were issued. The government keeps track of this stuff. They know what every person has of import has. But he believes that Miss Mills and Miss Abedin were each issued BlackBerry devices. Now, State Executive Secretary Joseph McManus wrote in a declaration submitted to a federal court in Washington, the office referred to as SESIRM in agency parlance has not located any such device at the department, and standard procedure upon return of such devices is to perform a factory reset, which removes any user settings or configurations, and then to reissue the device to another employee to destroy it, instead of giving it to another employee, or to access it. Access it means to sell it. Well, how do you sell that stuff? Well, look, you send it over to the General Services Administration, which handles all that kind of stuff. They sell off all kinds of... If you want to buy used government equipment from a desk all the way up to a vehicle of just about any kind, then you contact the GSA, the General Services Administration, and they will be able to tell you when, the next auction or sale closest to you will be taking place. I don't know. Does the GS... I haven't even looked. Now that I think about it, I'm wondering if the GSA has an eBay account. I think that they probably should. That would be awesome. They should have people in the... Hey, if you want to go into being in the government, then you could always go ahead and try to create a position within the government. I think it would be kind of cool if somebody, from the outside, like say me, were to run their auction house on eBay. You make the government a lot of money. You'd probably end up making more money running an auction system such as eBay for the government than if they were to than their current system of because you open up the market instead of having it limited. Well, I mean, I understand the large items such as, it might be a little bit more difficult to deliver or pick up such items as a car or a truck. But you would open the market up to a larger potential client base, if you will, customer base. And if you get a bunch of people who can then bid on stuff, well, obviously, if they can bid on it, we know what happens to that, right? When you get bidding frenzies, the price usually goes up. So in that case, the government will be able to make a little bit more off of, and it would just every little bit, without taxing the people, every little bit of income that the government can utilize without taxing the citizens of this country, the better. Just saying, because we're taxed enough as it is, and being taxed like we are taxed has got to stop. But anyway, so their BlackBerries were either given to another employee, at which point, if they have the serial numbers of those, they know which employee has the device that these two women could have had or did have. They know who has it. But if they were destroyed, they know that too. If they were sold or accessed, they know that too. Yeah, you can't get away with, well, we don't really know. Yeah, you do know. You may not be able, if the BlackBerry is not in the hands of a current State Department employee, then you may not be able to trace who eventually ends up with it. I get that. And if they did an actual factory reset, then there really it could be, and so BlackBerry is Crackberry as it used to be known was very good on its security protocols. So when you did stuff like that, when you erased stuff or you used their servers, it was very difficult to get in through a back door. It was very secure. So this is why some people used BlackBerries, because of their security protocol. I mean, that's why business also latched onto BlackBerries, because of their security protocol. So if you were going to use your mobile device, you were in business or sensitive government types of positions, you had a Crackberry, and that's the reason why. Unfortunately, BlackBerry didn't keep up with the time. I don't know how they're doing right now. How is was it research and